Okay, I finally got around to the part where we can put a little bit of JavaScript code in our program that will, based on what browser the user has, it will pick OGG or MP3. Now, here I've opened up my example.html. I hit run and launch in Firefox. So this is Firefox, and it's showing an alert box that's saying that the code is showing us that it's using the OGG file, the .ogg extension. When you click OK, I'm going to pause, I'm going to mute this. But the point of this was he said that certain browsers were not using this seek button easily. That certain browsers preferred MP3 while certain browsers preferred OGG in order for this functionality to be smooth. So that was the point of this. I'm not going over all this code all over again because it's all this code is in all the other previous videos, but I do want to show the new code in the action.js. First of all, if you go into the action.js file, I've got a note here that says default to MP3. So he created this line, and I'll show you where. First, first he created all these variables, and we already went over this. Right after that section, he creates yet another variable, and instead of plopping it up here, he put it on its own separate line. Var ext equals .mp3. So this is defaulting the audio file to MP3 because we're going to use this variable when we call which MP3 this player is going to play. And we don't have a playlist yet, so it's only picking up one MP3 currently. In future videos, we'll have a playlist where we'll be able to switch between the different ones, the different MP3s. But anyway, blah, blah, blah. This is the first new piece of code. Var ext equals .mp3 in double quotes. Next, this line right here has the note shows which browser the user has. So this is the next line, the next statement. Var agent equals navigator.useragent to lowercase. And the final piece of this code, right before our function init audio player, which that's a long thing and I'm not going to go over it because we did it before, but this if statement is going to use an if condition to decide, are we going to grab the MP3 file or are we going to grab the OGG file? And again, this is based on his information back in 2014. We're almost 3 years after the fact, so this might not be as much of a problem, but it's still good to practice this code because you can actually use these if statements and you could use this concept in something different if you want. So here's the if condition. If agent.index of, and then he's got Firefox in single quotes and parentheses. If agent.index of Firefox does not equal -1, so you have the exclamation point equals -1, then you have this or symbol, or agent.index of Opera does not equal -1. So if you're using either Firefox or Opera, then the extension equals .ogg. I hope I read that right. I might have said it backwards. But anyway, this is basically targeting Firefox and Opera, which means that, what else do I have? Firefox and Opera are supposed to use OGG files. Internet Explorer and Chrome are supposed to use MP3. Now, it's funny because when I run all of these, I don't think that we actually get two of them using OGG and two of them using MP3. So I don't know what to say about that. There must be another or that we need to represent. But in any event, when I first tested this, before we got into this whole OGG versus MP3, I thought everything worked with MP3. I thought everything worked with MP3 in the first place, so this may just be code that's not necessary. But like I said, I'm doing it for practice, and like I said, you can use the concept in something different. Let's show you, oh, I already did, that this is Firefox, and you see that this is working just fine, seeking back and forth smoothly. But when you hit refresh, this is saying that Firefox is using OGG. So I guess this part did actually work. If it's Firefox, then the extension is OGG, and this is showing the .ogg file. Now, shut this off. Let's run it in Internet Explorer and see if that's MP3. What the heck? Oh, I had Action JavaScript highlighted before I ran it. I need to have the HTML web page, not the JavaScript. Run the example.html in IE MP3. And isn't that what I assumed? Yeah, because MP3 is the default, and it's only saying, this is only saying if it's Firefox or Opera, give it OGG. So this is showing MP3, click OK. And if I go back and forth with the seek thing, it's working just fine in Internet Explorer. All right, next, let's run this. Oh, again, I have to make sure I highlighted the HTML. Run this in Chrome. So this should be MP3 again. This should be MP3 because we're only, yeah, and this is pulling the MP3 out. Click OK. And where's my page? There it goes. And my seek bar works nice. I can click on either side and it smoothly moves. Okay, so there's 3 working fine. And last but not least, I'm not going to deal with Safari anymore. I'm just going to deal with Opera. I can't go here and go run launch in Opera because for whatever reason it's not popping up in Notepad++. And I don't know how to put it in there. So I have to actually go to my Opera and right click and open. I have to open it first. It's probably saved the path though because I tested this before. Now this is strange because I expected Opera to grab the OGG file. So the agent index of Opera is not showing me that it's pulling the OGG file, and I really don't know what to say about that other than maybe in order to find Opera, maybe I need to be looking for something different. What, I don't know. In any event, I don't know how to explain why it's not showing OGG, but my bottom line is, does it function? So when I go back and forth with the seek, it works fine. And that's really the bottom line. I mean, I wanted to represent the code the way the code shows, but the functionality is really the bottom line. So I have 4 browsers that effectively allow our seek bar here to run smooth. When you click to the left of it or to the right of it, it moves to an earlier or later spot on the MP3 file. Let's see, was there something else I needed? Well, it seems like there should have been one. Oh, here's the alert. Here's the alert. First we had this snippet, and then this snippet, and then this if condition. And then after the function init audio player, we want to check it with this alert box. It's supposed to show us the value of ext. Oh, and I forgot, this is an addition too. Function init audio player, audio equals new audio, audio.source equals, this was audio, the folder, the song for you.mp3, but because we're changing it to a variable named ext and letting the code decide if it's that to give it OGG, we use this in double quotes, and then we concatenate the variable ext, which depending on this if condition, it'll be .ogg or .mp3. Except, again, in the case of Opera, Opera still shows MP3, and I don't know why. Okay, so finally I'm done with that, and I can move on to his later videos at another time.